Hello there, lords and ladies, I am the Mighty Gammon, and today we explore, as I've promised you in a previous live stream, the best teas on the British Isles. Now, this is an entirely subjective list, and it's limited to teas that I've had before, and only breakfast teas, so just your standard black tea that most people have with a dash of milk, and not more than that, because if your tea is white, you are a cretin. We continue with our first tea on the list, Twining's English Breakfast. Now, this tea is sort of like, if you go to Britain and you ask for a tea and you get this, you know that you're not going to have a bad tea, but you also might feel a little disappointed that they didn't think enough of you to give you a good tea. So this thing is the basic tea experience. You know, you'll have plenty of enjoyable cuppers out of this, but you'll be left wanting more. Like my wife. This goes to okay. Now we come out with a big punch here. Barry's Tea Classic Blend. Now this is technically an Irish tea, but I did say British Isles. So for anyone who wasn't paying attention, Ireland is included. As we know, Irish teas are better than British teas, but we're not going to split hairs here. This is extremely strong. One of the strongest black teas. It's like drinking mud, but really nice mud. And that's technically what tea and coffee is. So I'm going to put this in superior. Clippers. They've got loads of different breakfast teas, but it's just their basic breakfast tea. I just got a random image. This is good. You won't want to vomit after drinking this tea, and I always think that's a good indicator of a tea that wasn't shit. So this is good. This is good. Lipton. If you've ever been on holiday, I know people in the US, you actually never go on holiday anywhere, but if you're from a normal country and you go on holiday somewhere, Lipton is going to be in your hotel. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Do you get it? So Lipton is, you would expect, our contribution to the global tea community as a country. It's in more places than any other British tea. It should be good, shouldn't it? It's representing us in all these hotels. No. Lipton's terrible. It's bad. It's a bad cup of tea. This thing is like drinking dishwater. You need 3 of them to get enough of a kick to even believe that you've had a cup of tea. But if upon having 3 of these, you'll have 3 times the shit taste. So it's really, there's no winning. So for Lipton, bad. It's bad. We come in with another Irish tea here. Lyons is actually more popular in Ireland, as far as I understand it, than Barry's is. Lyons is decent. Again, it's sort of like Irish Twinings. It's a decent cup of tea. There's literally nothing wrong with it, but there's also very little right with it. In fact, if someone came over my house and I had Lyons on display, I'd probably be castrated. So for that reason, that's going in okay. PG tips. Now, this is a lot of people's favourite, as far as I'm aware, at least down south. A lot of the tea bags are pyramids. That's just weird. Let's just get that out there now. That's weird, okay? We're not Egyptian. I don't care about pyramids. What did pyramids ever do for me? But apart from that, again, you probably need 2 of them to believe you've had a proper brew. Am I a cretin? Okay. Puka breakfast tea. Okay, so this one, Puka may not be as well known as some of the other ones here. They are really good teas. I prefer their herbal teas, honestly, but the English breakfast tea is solid. And the thing is, these guys are a bit more expensive than other teas. Yeah, they're good. Sainsbury's Red Label. Now, you might be thinking, this is a supermarket tea. It's not very good. That's where you'd be wrong. Actually, that's where you'd be right. It's not very good. It's okay. I would drink it, if forced. Taylor's of Harrogate English Breakfast Tea. These guys actually own Yorkshire tea, which we're going to come to shortly. How does their tea differentiate itself? Well, this English Breakfast tea is lighter than Yorkshire tea. It's more of a smooth cup rather than a hard cup of tea. I quite like it. I like both ways of having tea. I like a more relaxed experience and a kick. But in terms of actual taste quality and texture, this is very nice. Taylor's of Harrogate do good teas. They have great herbal tea ranges as well, but as far as breakfast tea goes, good. They're good. Tea Pigs. Tea Pigs are an increasingly beloved brand of tea. They are good, very good in fact, depending on which tea you have. They have some really nice teas. For their basic English breakfast tea, however, good taste, good texture. It doesn't make me want to sacrifice the firstborn son of everyone in my village, which is a negative, so it doesn't quite get to superior. But it is good. Okay, Barry's tea again, but this time with their gold blend. So gold and classic. What is gold and classic? Well, classic, as I said, was really harsh, strong black tea, which is my taste. Barry's gold is smoother, less of a kick, just generally it's dialed down, but still retains that lovely taste. It's still quite strong, especially compared to the others on the list. Goes good. Tesco Finest. English breakfast tea. Now, this, you would expect, is Tesco Finest. So, is it better than Sainsbury's Red Label? Ha, no. It's okay. There's almost indistinguishable taste between the two, and I'm pretty sure it's the same tea bags. The nation's favourite, Yorkshire tea. This tea is absolutely brilliant. The thing is, this is like one of Britain's strongest black teas, but I feel it's not quite up to the level of Barry's tea, classic blend. But it's very good. It is very good, and I'm going to put it in good alongside these other amazing picks. Like Yorkshire tea is up there with slightly more expensive brands, which is impressive. Tetley Original. This is apparently the nation's tea, the official one, as in I'm pretty sure it has a royal seal. This is in my workplace. This tea is awful. I have accidentally drank splashback of my own urine in a urinal that tasted better than Tetley. Whoever thought that this is the nation's tea needs to be deported, because I am sick of seeing this shite tea in every workplace. You'd be better off sticking some caffeine in your used dishwater and snorting it than drinking a cup of this tea. Okay, so for that reason, we've not even got to this one down here. Oh, wait till you see. And here we are, Thai Fu. Now, think of everything bad I said about Tetley. I am convinced, after experiencing the exact bag in this photo, it was about 1,000 tea bags for £2. There's something wrong there. You could put 5 of these in a mug and you still wouldn't taste tea. What you would taste is pure liquid anguish. This is like being left at the wedding altar in liquid form. Imagine going to university for 4 years and failing. That's what this is in a cup. I would rather get malaria than have to drink another Thai Fu tea. And for that reason, it goes into undrinkable liquid crap. Never drink this. If you come to Britain and drink this, leave. You have purposely chosen to misrepresent the country to yourself by drinking this crap. So on to a lighter note, Whittard breakfast tea. Now, Whittard of Chelsea is a prestigious and very expensive tea brand, primarily in London. This one is great. It's sort of a really nice balance. It's quite strong, but also quite smooth, and also not, it doesn't kick you too hard. It's quite a slow burner, so you can drink it in a relaxed fashion before getting that kick. And for that reason, this is one of my favourites. It's up there in superior with Barry's classic blend tea. Yorkshire Gold. Yorkshire tea is the basic. Yorkshire Gold is essentially, it takes what Yorkshire tea does well, slightly tones it down a bit, but then adds a much more smoothness. You kind of get the same kick, but not in the initial sip. Really smooth, quite fragrant tea. It's a really nice, for a breakfast tea, this is quite excellent. And for that reason, this goes up in superior. So there we go. There you have it. There is my tea rankings of all the teas that I've had in the British Isles. Let me know in the comments if you disagree, but I will let you know if you do disagree, you're wrong, and you should feel sad and ashamed about yourself. I will see you in the next video. Bye.